about time.
And we're back! Oh, Flash!
No substance.
So today's top 5 is the top 5 cop movies.
Yes.
Why we're doing this, I don't know.
Well, because we actually have a friend of the show on the couch right now. I don't even know how to say her name. That's how messed up this is. You'll be up here in a minute. She will actually come and do her top 5 list. We'll get to that in a minute.
She's currently the girl on the couch.
She's the girl on the couch right now, so if you hear in the background, that's fine. But she will be up here to do her top 5 list.
All right, so we were kind of on the fence of what we were gonna do for the top 5. And, blessing in disguise that our special guest is actually an inspiration for this.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, because we actually saw some pretty good titles that I haven't seen forever.
Yeah, definitely.
So, Terrence, go first.
All right, so I'm gonna try for art not to include Heat and Depart.
I am not, by the way. As a matter of fact, I'm dedicating my top 5 to art.
To art. There you
Yeah.
go. All right, so number 5.
Number 5.
All right, so number 5 is a favorite of mine that wasn't, when it came out, I was like blown away about how good it was. And then over time, it's just like, if I think of a movie it's a cop film, I go directly to this film. It's the first one I think about.
Okay.
Outside of my other 4.
Okay.
And that's End of Watch. I love that movie.
End of Watch.
I love that movie.
David Ayers.
Yeah, I mean that
He
movie
did a
was
good
great.
job.
It was great. It was I wouldn't say found footage, but it was that first POV look at
From a cop's point of view.
Yeah, it was like
I get it.
all the body cams and stuff like that, making you really feel like you were there on an actual watch with a set of police officers. Even though some of the things they got into kind of went, really, really crazy. But I assume maybe that's what it's like to be in a force for the police. But it was great. It was greatly done. It was greatly cast. What's his name that was in Chips? Which is ironic that he ends up being another cop later on.
Miguel Pena.
Thank you, Michael Pena.
Michael Pena.
Michael Pena.
What is it,
You said Miguel Pena. Michael Pena
Latin him up a little bit more.
and Gyllenhaal. One of the films that make me really respect Gyllenhaal as an actor. Besides
you have not seen
Southpaw.
Nightcrawler.
I haven't seen Nightcrawler, but I did see Southpaw.
Excellent. Southpaw's great.
Southpaw's great. Southpaw made me cry, by the way.
Southpaw made our top 5 boxing.
It did.
All right. Number 4. Number 4.
Childhood favorite film. It had to be in my top 5 list. There was no possible way I wasn't gonna put this in my list.
Okay.
Tango and Cash.
Tango and Cash.
Tango and Cash. Great film. Tango and Cash is an amazing film. I love that film. You got your straight man cop. You got your, your off the wall comedian cop. It is like Kurt Russell and Sylvester Stallone.
Match made in heaven.
Perfect.
It was perfect.
I have no idea why they never did another movie. Why was there never a Tango and Cash 2?
It's called Hobbs and Shaw.
It is called Hobbs. It is called Hobbs. Hey, is the internet gonna go lose their mind because they recast Tango?
With a Samoan? What? And from long hair to bald? What is this?
I know. What is this?
What is this? Number 3. Number 3.
Die Hard. Come on, man.
Die Hard. Which one?
Die Hard 1.
Okay.
I know you're gonna go Die Hard 4, but Die Hard 1, man.
4. A Vengeance, baby. Come on. Carry on.
What I actually paused for is like, wait, I got them wrong. It was Die Hard The Vengeance was a 3. I forget that sometimes. All right, so the original Die Hard. That was the one that sold you on. It was like the glass and the no shoes and Hans Gruber. Hans Gruber. I'm thinking of MacGruber at the same time. But Hans Gruber, God, that movie's great, and it shows you what an off-duty cop could do when he's at Christmas visiting his estranged family.
And the debate is still out there. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? I say yes.
It is. It absolutely is. They played on Christmas every day, and it happened on Christmas.
Okay.
Right. Number 2.
All
right, I'm from Detroit. So which Detroit cop film is going to be number 2?
Beverly Hills Cop.
You are wrong, sir.
Alrighty then.
It is RoboCop, sir. It is RoboCop is my number 2, which it was a fight at number 1 and number 2. We'll get to that in a minute. But RoboCop is my number 1. It's my number 2.
Number 2. Okay.
My number 2 cop film. Look, there was a statue built for RoboCop. There ain't no statue for anybody else in Detroit aside from the heart of Detroit. There ain't no Tommy Hearns statue.
Ain't no Barry Sanders
There
statue.
ain't no Barry Sanders statue.
Ain't
But
no Calvin Johnson
there's
statue.
a damn RoboCop statue.
Which is why they're always bankrupt.
That's he may have a point to that. So, but look, RoboCop's iconic. They, according to him, they've never done it well since then. And
it's called Dread.
We don't. Yeah, they did. They did.
It's called Dread.
The sequels. I mean, 1 and 2. 1's the best. 2 was okay, and then 3 was we don't talk about.
We don't talk about.
We don't talk about 3 and Dark Justice. What? Huh?
What is that?
So RoboCop 1 was great. I think it actually gave some pride to the city. You know, even though it was filmed in Houston. But Peter Weller did such a great job. Great job being a Detroit cop, showing us what it's like, and all the violence that takes place being on the beat in Detroit.
Yeah, we'd buy that for $1.
We'd buy that for $1. All right.
Number 2.
That was number 2.
Number 1.
We're off the rails now. Number 1. What? You don't know?
Freaking idea.
Oh my God! I sent him from Detroit, sir.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Beverly Hills Cop is my number 1.
You can put Eddie before RoboCop.
Dude, which was the more enjoyable film?
Both good. I can't.
Beverly Hills Cop was the most enjoyable film. RoboCop is a great film, but the more enjoyable film was Eddie Murphy as a Detroit cop.
Damn.
As a Detroit cop going to Beverly Hills to go find out the murder of his friend. Come on, man, it's a great film.
The banana and tailpipe. I gotta go. I guess you're right, Beverly.
I mean, he made Detroit police officers cool. I don't know how.
Only if they go to California.
I have never ever said that in my whole life ever. He made Detroit police officers look cool, and then the police captain in the film, who was actually a captain on the Detroit.
In real life,
yeah.
that's there.
And it's like, dude, that's what it was like, and it's like just the little snippets that you got of Detroit made you feel what it was like to be a cop in Detroit. But then the movie itself, with him getting with the Beverly Hills detectives and stuff like that, and doing the streetwise versus their whole
by the book,
the straight. It was Tango and Cash.
It was
It was Black Tango and Cash. Where's the hate? That's my top 5 list.
My number 5. My number 5 starts with Cobra.
I knew you were gonna do
I
Cobra.
freaking
I
love
knew you were gonna do Cobra.
They're the disease and he's the cure.
Hey, is Cobra the prequel to Tango and Cash?
Yes, it was. And freaking Stallone was actually, he was, you know, a little after Rocky 4 was going a different route. I thought that he hit the home run with Cobra.
Cobra's a good movie.
I think it was after Rocky 4 because Brigitte Nielsen is in this movie also, but she's freaking huge. That lady is huge. That's all I had to say about that. Anyway, Cobra was beast. The fight scene at the end, the freaking killer Brian, whatever his name is, that dude was like hardcore.
Was it the car he drove and he always kept the glasses
Yeah, and that
on?
freaking knife was just iconic, man. All the blades and shit. It was freaking awesome. Cobra's the shit. You need to see that movie. You gotta put Cobra. Number 4. I am a nightmare walking, psychopath talking. Colors. Number 4, gotta go Sean Penn, Robert Duvall with music by Ice-T.
It was End of Watch before End of Watch.
It was End of Watch before End of Watch. It was End of Watch without body cams. It was amazing. Colors was the OG of back in the day, man, and that freaking song was just amazing. It made that movie. Duvall was great. Penn was great.
Yeah.
Maria Conchita Alonso was freaking awesome in that movie. You got a brief snip of Damon Wayans when he was one of the gay prisoners or whatever. That was freaking priceless with some of the acting he did in that.
But transitioned that into a whole character.
And the whole character he did. Let me tell you, that's right. But gotta go Colors. Gotta give some props to that.
Number 3.
Number 3 is Die Hard.
Oh, of course.
Part 1. I won't give you Vengeance.
I thought you were gonna do Vengeance.
I was gonna do Vengeance, but you gave me a lot of shit for the Bruce Willis top 5 where I put Vengeance before Die Hard 1. I'm trying to make up for that.
You're still wrong.
Die Hard number 3. Everything he said. I'm not gonna get into it.
Number 2.
Number 2. This is specifically for art, or in her case, specifically for art. Heat. Heat. Al Pacino, Michael T. Williams.
Art. I didn't do it.
Going up against Robert De Niro and Kilmer. Priceless movie. Love that movie.
Hey, if you guys are fans of the show, can you go back and look at all of our top 5s and list how many times we've actually put Heat in the top 5?
I'd say twice.
We have not.
I say twice.
I say it's at least been about 7 times.
We did the heist movie.
Oh.
That's all I had. All right, once. This is twice.
I think it was like dramas, and it was in like.
You know what movie we have in multiple, which he can't say crap because he does too. Is The Departed.
It's The Departed.
We have The Departed in so many. Leo top 5, whatever. I think Gangster top 5 or whatever we did on that.
We didn't do a De Niro top 5.
No, we have not done De Niro.
Okay. So
De Niro top 5 coming up. And guess what's on it? Heat and The Departed.
Yeah.
All right, number 1.
Number.
And this is my honor to you. This is my tribute to
Beverly
you.
Hills Cop.
No, it is RoboCop.
It is RoboCop.
Number 1.
RoboCop 2014.
Everything about the movie. No, hell no. RoboCop. Everything about that movie is awesome. Great humor, great villains, great action sequences, awesome freaking practical effects. Verhoeven's direction was amazing.
He was still alive.
Was amazing. Just everything is iconic about that movie. Miguel Ferrer, rest in peace. That dude was freaking awesome because he's a bad motherfucker. Love that movie. That was my top 5.
There's the top 5. So instead of doing the honorable mentions, we're gonna do another top 5. So
we'd like to welcome our guest and an inspiration to this, Mrs. Texas herself.
All right, so let's get into your top 5. So what's your top 5 cop films?
All right, the number 5.
No, that's gonna get annoying, by the way.
I know. Number 5, of course, is Die Hard.
Die Hard. Why?
Number 1, well, because it has Bruce Willis, and he's hot, and I don't care how old he gets, he's always gonna be hot no matter what. He can be 20, he can be 40, he can be 50 or 100. He's still gonna be hot no matter what.
So just give him a badge, and that's a great movie, right?
Yeah, no matter what, he's hot.
Number 4.
Of course, it's gonna be And to Watch. It is probably one of the most realistic to being a cop. I'm a cop, fit 17 years in police work, and it is very realistic.
Did you fight a gangster in his house for the right to take him to jail?
Fight a gangster?
Yeah.
Always.
Well,
You
damn.
gotta be gangster to be a
That is
cop.
another video that's coming up. Number 3.
Number 3. Training Day.
Training Day.
Oh my God.
Nobody put Training Day on her list but you.
Yes.
See, that says something about her police duties right there.
Training Day, in some places, is very realistic. Let's be real. It is ghetto as hell.
That is true.
That is very true.
That is very true.
Training Day is on point.
All right.
All right.
Number 2.
Number 2. Bad boys, bad boys.
We not big bad boys.
What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys.
How could we
What you gonna do?
miss
What you
Bad
gonna do when
Boys?
they come for
Are
you?
you serious?
Yes. I don't know how these two fools, they did not get that.
We are bad boys.
They failed you. They
We are
failed
bad
you.
boys. He's Mike Lowry. I'm Marcus Burnett. Are you serious? How did we miss it, Terrence? We are officially fired off our own.
We're fired up our own show because I literally forgot about Bad
It's
Boys.
okay, Miss Texas saved you.
There you go. So
Okay.
what else did we mess up on? What's number 1?
Number 1, Serpico.
Serpico, really?
Good movie.
That
Yes.
is a good movie.
Yes. Yes, thank you. Frank, New York cop, told the truth. He stood by what he believed in, and he never, ever faded for nobody.
All right.
Thank you.
Unless
Thank
he was in
you,
that part
Frank.
of town where you said that they do Training Day stuff.
Yes, yes. And that goes back to basically what Training Day is. Thank you, Frank. Thank you for standing up for New York.
All right, so since you're on the show right now, Manny's already stepped off. You're gonna help us close it out today. So we're, because obviously you were Miss Texas, so where can they see more about you?
Well, first of all, I want to give a shout out to all my pageant sisters. Love you, Bella Rose Pageant. Love you guys. All my sisters, pageant sisters, love you.
All right, cool. So if this is the first time that you guys are watching the channel, make sure you go to our channel and subscribe, as well as click the notification bell, so that way you can see more about the other videos that we do on the channel, and put your top 5 below in the comments. Obviously do better than we did because we forgot Bad Boys, so make sure I see Bad Boys on everybody's list. All right, so for Manny sitting over on the side, who vacated
Evil
us in the middle of the
Manny!
show, and Miss Texas herself here on the show with us. I'm Terrence, and I have no idea where Art and Aspen are at. You guys take care.
Peace.
How do we work that into the show?
I'll let you introduce that. I can't introduce that.
I don't even know how to
That's
work that into
fucking
the show.
hilarious.
All right, is your mic on? Because I gotta make sure my mic's
Oh
on.
man.
Yeah, my mic's on. All right, your mic's on.
See, how come we can't say good shit like that?
We can say good shit like that.
We can't say that.
Because
you
you-
say
you-
brown huevos? What? What do you say? You didn't say nothing.
My lady nipples.
BBC.
For lady.